Hi, everybody. Okay, welcome to the online Plexus Q&A. So I would like to go through a few things, some of the most commonly asked questions about Plexus, and try to give you some answers for those. Before I do anything, though, I would like to start with my disclaimer. In this video, this is strictly a video done by an independent ambassador and not Plexus Worldwide. None of the products in this video that I mention are intended to cure, treat, prevent any disease or illness and have not been approved by the FDA. So, okay, now to get that out of the way. First, before I get into some of the questions, I'll give you a little bit of information about me personally. My name is Stacy Mel, and I am a certified health coach, nutritionist, and an essential oils coach. And my business, my ministry, is called Rebuilding Your Temple, and it's a Christian business. And I believe that we are temples of the Holy Spirit, and so true and lasting health and wellness is, it must be addressed mind, body, and soul. So I take I take a holistic approach because I believe that, you know, the mind affects the body affects the mind, the soul is affected by both of those and can, so you're interconnected inside. And so my philosophy with that is a holistic approach. Plexus falls right in line with that, and that's what I love about Plexus. The question probably asked the most is, so what is Plexus? Who is Plexus? Some people even follow that up with, you know, is it a scam? Is it a fad? Is it some pyramid scheme? Is it whatever? The answer is no, it is not. First of all, I have to tell you that when I first came across Plexus, you know, I had to really do my homework. Those of you who know me know that I do not do anything without completely and totally researching my head off when it comes to these things. And especially because, you know, this is my business. This is my job. This is a business that I have built and poured my heart into. My clients are, you know, I care about my clients. And so I, as a health coach, was not going to become a distributor or get involved with a company who I wasn't absolutely certain was on the up and up and who was going to provide the best possible products for me and not disappear next year. So I researched and researched the heck out of Plexus before I got involved with it. And so some of the things that I discovered about Plexus, it's a wellness company that is not a fad. Okay, first, it's backed by Morgan Stanley. Now, Morgan Stanley does not back scams, fads, pyramid schemes, okay? They back big players like Google, you know, very big players, and Plexus is a big player. I came to find out that they're no joke. So I'd like to read off a few statistics for you to kind of give you that idea of the quality of company that they are. So first, they're the 39th largest DS company in the world, not just in the US, in the world. They're one of the 10 fastest growing companies in the US. Their 3-year company growth was 16,457%. 16,457. That is substantial for 3 years of company growth. They're ranked number 8 on the Inc. 5000 list. Their revenue from 2016 was over $680 million. The company right now is completely debt-free. How many companies can say that? Completely debt-free. They just built an $11.5 million facility with 17,000 square feet. They have a 90-year land lease. 90 years, guys. They have 175,000 or so ambassadors, 10,000 of which just last June attended the annual conference that they have. So in answer to that question, who is Plexus? Plexus is a quality company. They're a very big, fast-moving, do-it-right kind of company, a health and wellness company that provides quality products. They're a quality company that provides quality products. So they're not a fad. A fad doesn't have a 90-year land lease. They're not going anywhere. So in fact, this is just the beginnings, because Plexus has a lot of things that are coming up on the horizon that are pretty substantial as well. So they're going to be doing, well, they have scientists on staff right now, but they're going to be hiring more scientists to help with the implementation of their products. They're going to be doing more clinical studies. They have already done many, but they will be doing more. They're applying for more patents. They already have some. Going to be doing more. They are introducing even more products coming soon. So that is very exciting. I can't wait until those are unveiled. And they are predicting that the next 3 years at Plexus, that growth will be its largest. So, you know, I just said that they had a 3-year growth of 16,000%. They're predicting that the next 3 years are going to be even larger. So that's huge. So why this explosion? Why is a relatively new company, because Plexus is relatively new, why is this having such an explosion of growth? Really simply, it's the products. Plain and simple, it's the products. So that leads me to the next question. You know, the second most commonly asked question is, you know, so what's so great about these Plexus products? And to answer that, let me back up a little bit and just tell you, there was this third-party research company that had done some research and found that a good majority of all disease stems from one of these 3 things: gut health, inflammation, or blood sugar imbalance, which it kind of falls in line with what Hippocrates once said, which was all disease begins in the gut. Even blood sugar imbalance and inflammation a lot of times has its origin in the gut, because things like toxicity from foods and stuff that can contribute to inflammation, or food sensitivities or allergies, you know, so that originates a lot of times in the gut. Blood sugar imbalance, same thing. It's a lot of times based on bad food choices or not the right food choices. So again, those are the main things that they found are the root causes of most disease. So, you know, basically these things create this negative domino effect in the body, okay? And it leads to, you know, one thing will lead to another thing, and before you know it, it's affecting all these other different body systems, and it's creating this systemic imbalance within the body, which eventually leads to disease. So basically, the idea is to find the root cause. You know, you go back through all the dominoes, per se, and you find that first one that fell, and you try to address that and give the body what it needs. And then instead of this negative domino effect, you have more of a positive domino effect throughout the body, because the body is designed to regenerate and heal itself, but it has to have the tools in order to do that. So Plexus, what they did, being visionaries with scientists on staff, what they have done is they've created these products that address root causes. So these root cause products will help the body with those original dominoes and help kind of give the body what it needs to do its thing, to come back into balance. So, you know, a lot of people sarcastically ask sometimes, you know, so what is this Plexus product? And they hear me talking about how it can help this and it can help you with that and this, that, and the other thing. And a lot of times people will say, well, what is it? Some like miracle cure that can help you with anything? Well, no, it's not. It's not a cure, but it is a tool. These products are tools. A hammer is not going to build a house by itself, okay? But if a hammer is used correctly and consistently, it can sure make the job a lot easier and get it done a lot more efficient and quicker, versus pounding a nail with your fist, okay, or a rock or something. So you see where I'm getting at. These things on their own, no, they are not cures. They're not going to do anything by themselves. But when used properly, they can assist in getting a job done in the body. So that leads me to the products. You know, the question is, what makes these products so great? So I would like to go through some of these products. I cannot possibly, I want to keep this video kind of short and kind of make it an overview, but still answer your questions. So I can't possibly give you all the information on all of the products in this video, but you can message me if you need more information on things that maybe I haven't covered, or you want some more information on one of the products that I go over quickly, and I can provide you with whatever you need, ingredient lists, clinical studies that have been done, whatever you need, just private message me. But I will try to briefly go through these. The first one that is the most probably widely used product in Plexus is a combo pack. It's a 3-product combo pack called our triplex. So it's 3 products that are sold together. And basically the triplex addresses blood sugar imbalance, gut health, and inflammation. So you see why this is so widely used, is because it's kind of a 3-punch right at many of the most common causes of various issues. So in that triplex, that combo pack, the first product we have is the Plexus Slim. Okay, this is called our pink drink. Okay, comes in a pack like this. You have 30 of these little sticks in it, and these is like a powder, and you stick it into a bottle of water, glass of water, shake it up. It is watermelon, lemonish kind of flavor. Very good, very good. Some people use quite a bit of water. Some people use just a little bit of water, depending on how strong they like it. And this is called Slim, and I feel like it's kind of sometimes misleading because yes, it helps with weight loss, but it's not just a weight loss drink. This thing is so much more than a weight loss drink. It was originally designed to help people with diabetes because it has things in it that are super, super beneficial in lowering, or not lowering, but balancing, I guess you would say, blood sugar, okay, blood glucose. Because yes, it can lower it if it's if you're struggling with it being high. There have been people that have found that it can bring it down. Now, this isn't a claim by any means, okay, but the ingredients in it help balance. So you're not going to have the highs and lows, the spiking, okay, the peaks and the falls. And it brings it more into a balance, the chromium, Garcinia cambogia, these type of things. Now, a lot of people will say, well, you know, that's for people with diabetes. I don't have diabetes. I don't have blood sugar issues. And a lot of times there's people who actually do have some blood sugar issues, erratic blood sugars, that aren't even really aware that they have them. Some of the symptoms could be fatigue in the afternoons, especially, that they just get in this slump later on, or a lot of times maybe just wanting to eat more carbs, and you feel like the more carbs you eat, the more carbs you want. This is your blood sugars being affected. A lot of times, could also be other things, cortisol, this and that, but a lot of times it is a blood sugar issue. And so what Slim does is it helps to bring that into balance, and more balance, to keep you from feeling the falls. It also has in it prebiotics. Now, what are prebiotics? So a lot of us have heard of probiotics. Prebiotics are the things that feed the probiotics and make them proliferate, grow. It's like the food for the probiotics. It's like an undigestible fiber, basically, that helps the probiotics, your gut flora, grow and work better. So, you know, the thing with the Slim is this has been, the prebiotics in this, XOS is what it's called, okay? They've done studies, and in the clinical studies, they have shown that this can increase certain strains of bacteria, good bacteria, healthy bacteria, an amazing amount. Some of them 365%, 290%. I mean, we're not talking like it goes up a little bit. We're talking a lot. It's increasing by 390 or 290 times, 365 times. That's substantial. That's huge. One of these specific strains that it helps with is called Akkermansia. If you get time, Google Akkermansia. Okay, Akkermansia is a gut microbe that is super important for not only weight loss, but metabolism and immune function as well. So this is very, very huge. The next product that is in the 3-combo triplex pack is ProBio 5. ProBio 5 is a probiotic with 5 different strains in it that also has an enzyme blend. And so this is, the 5 strains are microencapsulated, and they are very good at, see, sometimes you'll see these probiotics in the grocery store or health food store or wherever, and they have to be refrigerated, and they've got, 100 billion of this. But a lot of times these probiotics cannot withstand the stomach acid. So what happens is most of what you are taking actually gets eliminated before it ever reaches the intestinal tract. And so they pack these things full of 100 billion live organisms, but the reality is that is not what in most cases is reaching the targeted area where it's needed, especially like the ones that have to be refrigerated and stuff. They're refrigerated because they cannot, they're so volatile that they can't handle the heat or even the oxygen. And so if they can't handle that, how much of it when it reaches the body temperature or whatever is going to be actually worked through the whole digestive tract and reach the intestine where it needs to be. ProBio 5, however, is microencapsulated so that it can reach its intended destination. It also has enzyme blend in it, and one of the most important enzymes in this one is one that is specifically designed for like a Candida yeast. Okay, Candida yeast, if you've not heard of it, is something that everybody has, but we're supposed to have it in moderation to a small degree. What happens is it feeds off of sugar. So a diet that is high in sugar will feed this yeast, and it grows and it grows and it grows. Why is this a problem? Well, because the yeast, the Candida yeast that we have in our body, its purpose, one of its purposes is when we die, its job is to decompose our body. Okay, so imagine the havoc that it's probably wreaking on the body if it starts to grow and grow and grow when the body is alive. Okay, so it can cause a whole mess of problems, like leaky gut, this and that. And so the other issue with Candida is that it has on it, the organism has a shell on it. It's kind of like a cockroachy shell, very hard shell. So when you take a normal probiotic, okay, you're bringing in the good guys, and you've got these bad guys, but you're basically just trying to crowd out because the Candida yeast has this protective coating on it. And so it's not actually killing the yeast, it's just trying to crowd them out. So the enzymes in here has an actual component to it that can break through that hard outer shell, and then it exposes the inner portion of the yeast so that it can be killed and eliminated. So you're not just crowding out, you're actually proactively taking care of it. So this is extremely important. It's what makes ProBio 5 different from probably any other probiotic that you're going to find. Not only is it microencapsulated and can reach where it needs to be, but it has that antifungal thing in it that can target the real problem areas in the gut. Now, the third product that goes in conjunction with those two is what's called BioCleanse. Now, BioCleanse, its main ingredient is magnesium. Magnesium is so important. Magnesium is involved in more than 300 bodily processes. So your body uses magnesium for over 300 different things, okay? This is very, very important. Now the problem is, okay, magnesium is very hard to get. A lot of people, they're saying a good portion of the population is now deficient in magnesium. Why? Can't we just eat more spinach and magnesium-rich foods? Once upon a time, yes, we could probably do that. The problem is that magnesium, the plants, the spinach, the whatever, gets magnesium from the soil. Okay, soil, the crops are supposed to be left for a year. They're supposed to be harvested 1 year, left for a year so that they can replenish those nutrients and then planted it again, you know, so it's year on, year off. We don't do that anymore. We overuse the soil, and so the soil itself is depleted. So the crops, the plants then themselves are depleted. So you could be eating 8 times more spinach than your grandparents and still not be getting what they got from their spinach. So a good portion of the population now likely has a magnesium deficiency. So see how serious that is when we talk about all the things that magnesium plays a role in, anxiety and different muscle contractions, all these different things. Even it's very important for your brain. So many things that magnesium is used for. This also has a bioflavonoid complex in it and a good portion of vitamin C too. What BioCleanse, you know, you might be wondering, well, if it's magnesium, why is it called BioCleanse? Primarily because, you know, it detoxes your body, it cleanses it, it pulls different toxins and the yucky stuff out of your body. Now, I know you're thinking cleanse, you're like, oh no, the night before colonoscopy type cleanse. I assure you it is not like that. It is not intended to be like that or used like that. This is a daily cleanse, a gentle cleanse. And what it does is it not only pulls out these things, the harmful things, through the colon, but it also pulls out toxins and stuff from the wall of the colon, from tissue, from blood. So it is a very thorough cleanse. And a lot of these things contribute to inflammation and these types of things. So again, it's addressing another root, original domino, if you will. So basically, if you think of it in terms of, you know, and people say, well, I'm okay in the bathroom. I don't need the BioCleanse. I'll just do the ProBio 5. I always advise taking them together. And here's why. First of all, when you go and you take ProBio 5 and you start killing off some of that harmful stuff that's in the gut, okay, the candida or whatever it is, that stuff, as it dies, it will produce toxic byproducts as it dies, okay? Now, these things absolutely must be pulled out of the body, or, I mean, they're toxic. They can be toxic byproducts. So it's kind of like if you're not flushing it good enough, think of it in terms of cleaning your toilet, okay? So ProBio 5 would be the scrubbing, all right? You scrub and you scrub and you scrub and you get your toilet all clean, okay? But if you do not flush the toilet, how clean is your toilet? It's still not very clean, okay? So that's why these two work together. And then the Slim, okay, the Slim is feeding the ProBio 5, making it stronger. It's making these good guys get in there and be able to do their thing. This is pulling out the bad stuff that this kills. So it is a triplex combo pack because, not just because they're the most popular, it's because they actually enhance each other and they work together in a very, very powerful way. So that being said, the next product that I kind of goes in line with that is our Vital Biome, which I actually forgot to bring in here. But the Vital Biome product is a probiotic as well, and it has additional strains, 8 additional strains. Now you're probably thinking, well, if I take the ProBio 5, what do I need the Vital Biome for? Can't I just take one of them? Vital Biome is a sister product to the ProBio 5. They're meant to be taken together, the strains that are in the Vital Biome product are completely different than ProBio 5. Those ones have had many clinical studies done on them, and what they have found is that these specific strains are good for mood and anxiety and those sort of things. And that's just not me giving you my opinion. These are clinical studies. Now, I personally take Vital Biome, and I can attest, I can give you my personal opinion, my testimony, if you will, that it does help me tremendously. So it's a probiotic as well, but it is not the same as the ProBio 5. The ProBio 5 has the enzymes to kill the Candida. Vital Biome does not, but it has the strains that will help with anxiety and mood. So, okay, the next one that I would like to talk about is our multivitamin. It's called XFactor Plus. Now, the XFactor Plus, what makes XFactor Plus different than other vitamins? So, I did a video already on XFactor Plus, and so I'm not going to be able to go over all of it, but there are so many reasons why this is different than other vitamins out there. I encourage you to watch that other video that I did, but I'll give you a couple of the reasons why right now. First of all, it has aloe in it. Okay, aloe in itself is like a multivitamin. Now, and I'm not talking about aloe juice. Okay, I'm talking about the inner gel in the leaf of the aloe plant, and that alone has so many components to it. Like I said, it's like a multivitamin in itself. They're very healing, soothing components, and it basically serves as like a taxi driver for all the other vitamins and nutrients, where it actually drives these nutrients and vitamins into the cell. So it's very, very, very helpful in that regard. The other thing that it has, this is a capsule. It's not a tablet. Tablets are a lot of times very difficult to digest. Your body has to do a bunch of different processes. They're slower. You don't absorb a lot of it. This is already bioavailable, and so it is ready to be used. So they're saying that a good portion of the population, okay, 50% or so, could have what's called the MTHFR gene mutation. Basically what that means is they don't have the ability to digest properly or utilize B vitamins. Now, B vitamins are used for so many things. So they're very, very crucial. Now, these vitamins in here are already methylated. What that means, methylated, is that they're already ready to be used. The body does not need to convert them or to do these processes the way other B vitamins the body would. And so for people who have that gene mutation, these are super handy because they're already bioavailable. They're already ready to be used. Again, I encourage you to watch my video on vitamins to get more information on that. The next one that I want to go over is block, Plexus block. Block is my best friend. Okay, block. It does what the name says, block. It controls carbs and sugars. It actually blocks up to 48% of carbs and sugar, the absorption of. So basically, you know, if you're eating, say, a piece of bread, you're eating 2 pieces of bread. It's like eating almost 1 piece of bread. Okay, it's like BOGO, buy one get one, except it's eat one get one. And what this does, you know, is it prevents those spikes in the blood sugar balance because you're controlling that glucose, the carbs and sugar. So this is so handy, especially, you know, because we do what we can. We try to manage our diet the best we can, but let's face it, you know, there's things that come up. You know, we have different outings, parties, picnics. We are meeting friends at a restaurant, so we can't always eat the way we like. You know, sometimes we have to eat something that's on the menu wherever we're at. And so this is very handy to have in your purse. You just take 2 of them right before your meal, right as you're eating, and it helps to kind of keep that blood sugar at bay. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Plexus Ease. Okay, comes in a cream and a pill. And ease, kind of like the name suggests, it eases discomfort, pain, but it is not a synthetic pain reliever. Okay, it has green-lipped mussel in it and a lot of turmeric. And what that does is it's huge for inflammation. It's very, very anti-inflammatory. And so people with different body pain have experienced great benefits with it, ease with it, because it can really lower that inflammation. And not just even when we're talking joint pain, arthritis pain, but even, you know, I used it personally after I had my appendix out in lieu of narcotics, because I just did not want to take those, and that's all that the hospital was offering me. So I used ease in lieu of that, and it worked just as well. You know, I loved it. It was great. People have used it for back pain, all kinds of different pain, even things that are digestive issues that cause pain, that are, you know, IBD, Crohn's, colitis. You know, these are inflammatory issues, and so the ease has been able to help people with that type of discomfort too, because it does reduce that inflammation even in the intestinal tract, or, you know, the bowels and that sort of thing. So it can be used for that as well. Those are the top products that are most widely used. Now, if there is something on here, because I did not cover all of them, but if there's something on here that I didn't touch on and you have a question, please feel free to message me, send me an email, whatever, or just give me a call. But there, like I said, you can get on the website too and just look through the product catalog. But there is something for everyone. So that is the Plexus Q&A. Again, please feel free to reach out if you have any other questions, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.